Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, loverlies. Look, I'm back on Instagram. I know on Friday, good morning. On Friday, I told you guys that I would jump back on Facebook to go live. But what had happened was I'm banned. My son had done a service project over the weekend for school. They had to choose like some type of community service project to do. So the service that he decided to do is he took up a collection of toiletry items and we bagged them up and handed them out into the community. So I made a little video clip of what he had done and I got banned on Facebook. So here I am back on IG, which is totally fine because I feel right at home anyway. But here I am. It's Monday morning in my parking garage. I got to get ready for work. My allergies have been berserk this weekend. Good morning. I'm back on IG this morning because I'm banned from Facebook. Shame on them. Anyways, it's all good because I'm right at home over here anyway. So this morning, back in my parking garage, got to get ready for work. So let's go. I think this morning, since I'm using my sunrise shells, I wanted to do an ombre with Coral-lina. Coral-lina. She's really pretty. In the tube, she kind of looks orange, but she's actually a really pretty coral with shimmer in her. Hey. So that's what I shall be using today. If I can find my mirror. Good morning. I'm banned from Facebook, ladies. Shame on them. They don't know what is fun, that's why. So they banned me from Facebook. Again. I'm like constantly banned. I'm like on the naughty list forever over there, I think. Whatever. So I'm back here on IG getting ready. Oh, how was your guys' weekend? My weekend, I don't know if you guys remember, on Friday, I told you guys that I was doing something fun, but I wasn't saying what I was doing because I wasn't sure like if I could spill the beans. Good morning. So if you were with me last week, I mentioned that the creator, good morning. If you guys were with me last week, I told you guys that the creator of Hot Hula Fitness, the workout format that I teach, the creator was here on Oahu. So she taught a couple of master classes like at a couple places last week. So I caught one of her classes on Thursday, and then Friday morning I mentioned that I was going to be doing something fun, and I wasn't sure if I could say, so I didn't tell you guys what I was doing. So the creator is the one that creates all the Sivas that I teach. So she puts them together and then all of the instructors, we get trained on them and then we can teach it. So she was doing a new Siva instructor video. And I got to be in the video. Hey, your muscle blah, 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 blah. I was so excited I cannot even speak. Your muscle gloss boss, Hot Hula Tita, got to be in the video. Hey. That was so much fun. So we videotaped on Friday night. And it was so much fun. Like so much fun. And then, like, as an added bonus, she taught the 8 o'clock a.m. UFC class on Saturday morning. So guess what I did? I woke up early and I went to her class again. Because it's not often that the creator is in town teaching the classes. So I went and had her kick my butt on Saturday morning too. It was uber fun. We got to videotape in some pretty colors of pareos and smile for the camera. So much fun. Oh my goodness. So much fun. And because it's an instructor video, like, she's really strict, which is fine because, I mean, that is her brand. So if you're going to be an instructor for her, we have to meet her criteria. But it was so much fun. She's hilarious, but she's the boss when it comes to those instructor videos and what. Oh my goodness, we had so much fun. So much fun. So I got to take her class on Thursday because she taught out in Pearl City. So I took her class Thursday night. I got to film with my hot hula titas and the creator AR on Friday night, and then I got to have her kick our butts on Saturday morning. So much fun. Speaking of Saturday, so like I had a long week. So Wednesday I taught my own class. Thursday I went to her class thinking, oh, you know, she was teaching one class. Then I found out I was going to be able to film. I got invited to film. So I got to film on Friday. So that's already 3 days of hot hula, which I'm so excited. The more hot hula I get to do a week, the more happy I am. Because then the more I shake off the stress and then nothing can bother me. I'm like, oh, the copy machine's not working. You got to do everything manual. Oh, that's okay. Oh, the computer's not working. You got to do everything manual. Oh, that's okay. Nothing would bother me. Like, the sky is falling. It's okay. Chicken Little. You guys caught that? I don't know where it comes from. See, it's like my Tita Tourette's. It's like a twitch. Like, as I'm talking, stuff will just come out of my mouth, and it's from, like, movies, and you already know how I am. I'm doing my ombre this morning. Coco. Oh, I never tell you what I was doing my ombre with, yeah? Coco. I only told you Coral-lina and Coral-lina because I figure it's kind of like a sunrise shell color. So I used my orange little pool. So anyways, going back to my Saturday. Get back on track. So Saturday was a uber long day. So Friday night, I got home late because we were filming. Went to sleep. Probably again like this. Went to sleep. Got up early. Jam them on over to the gym. Have AR kick our butts. And then my son did service project, right? I told you guys earlier, that's why I got banned from Facebook. So my son had a service project at the park. So I had to hurry up home after the class, shoot him on home, pick up like our tent, our table, all his stuff, go to the football field. The plus to that is that we were in the same field where my nephews had their football game, which was their last season game. They did very good. Congratulations to my monkeys. But, so we're on the field. So we put up our tent and table. So we're there from 10. He said 1:30, but I was like, Bully, we won't stay here till 1:30. How about 1 o'clock? So we were there from 10 to 1. So he collected like lots of items, all that stuff. And then so we get home. I showered because I already had like hot hula, plus we was at the park. Good morning. Plus we was at the park for 3 hours. Wait, 10, 11, 12, 1. Yes, 3 hours. Get home, shower. I thought I could rest a little bit. No. Tita had to do laundry. You know how a mom's day is never... A day off is never a day off. It's more work when you're at home than it is when you're at work. Because at least at work you kind of know what you got to do. And sometimes there's little extras that come along, but not usually. So get home, thought I could rest. No, negative. Had to do laundry. So shower, doing laundry. By the time I look at the time, I'm like, oh, crap. Like, can I lay down for like 30 minutes? Because we had state championship games, football games, high school football games here on Oahu. So I asked like, oh my goodness, can I like lay down for like 20, 30 minutes? So I lay down, doze off a little bit. But you don't like sleep too long because then you're going to be tired when you get up. So, okay, a little cat nap and then get up and go. So we get to the game. We took our monkeys. So I shoot them up the heights. Pick up my 2 monkeys. Then we run off to... Me and my monkeys, we run off to Long's to go get snacks. Because, you know, it costs your first child at, like, any stadium or concerts. Like, movies, cost you your first child. So we went to Long's. We fill up the bag. So I tell my monkeys, this is the candies and the lays for our cousins and nephews who are playing in the game. They're like, huh? I said, yeah, this is our candies and lays for our nephews and cousins that are playing in the game. And they're like, okay. I'm like, just go along with it, because otherwise you guys gonna be starving, and I ain't buying no $10 hot dog in that place. So we get to the game. One of my nephews plays for Damien. So by the time we got there, I figured, oh, okay, we're gonna catch the end part of his game, because it was already like after 6. Not it. We got over there, and mind you, this time had three championship games at the Aloha Stadium. 3 of them. So by the time the first game was supposed to have started at, what time was that one? The first game was supposed to have started at 2 or 4, something like that. And then Damien was supposed to play at 6. St. Louis and Kahuku was supposed to play at 8. So we get there, it's like almost 7. So I'm like, okay, we're going to catch like the last half of my nephew's game. Negative. They wasn't even on the field warming up, because the first game, get this, people, if you never hear him in the news yet, the first game had 7 freaking overtimes. Have you guys ever heard of that? 7 overtimes for a football game? Mind you, the score was like a damn basketball game. The score was like 68-71 or something crazy and redunculous like that. That is overkill. There is no kids that needs to be football or any sport that needs to be on the field for like 5 freaking hours. So, because their game finished late. So, their game never paused till like, I don't know, 8. So, Damien started their game at like 8. So, at least we got to watch my nephew's whole game. I never miss him. But, his game started late, which means the Kahuku St. Louis game started late. So, guess what time we got out of there? If you're on Oahu or in Hawaii, you know already what time the game's finished. We got out of there, I'm not even lying, it was after 1:30 a.m. You heard me right. It was almost 2 in the freaking morning when the football game was finally done. And then, make them even better, right? So, we was there all night watching the game. Very good game. It was a butt clincher. If you guys never watched that game, they're already replaying it on like OC16 and stuff. You gotta watch it. It's a total butt clincher. You already know the outcome now, but it was a doggone good game. So we're watching this game. With less than 2 minutes in the game, St. Louis is in their red zone. They have 4 yards to go. They're on the first down. They throw a passing play and it gets intercepted. So now I'm pissed. I'm like, frick, the game is done. Because Kahuku is gonna... They're smart. They're going to run the clock. They're going to take a knee and just let the time run out. They might even do like a delay of game and get a penalty and still run the clock. So I'm looking around, right? And you guys already know when Kahuku comes to a game, they come in full force. The whole community come out there. So the place was packed. And so did St. Louis. Like, they came out strong this time too. So the entire stadium was loaded. Like, loaded. So, stadium is loaded. Now, St. Louis loses the ball. So I'm like, okay, I think the game is pow. So we look at each other, me and my family, and we're like, okay, you guys, let go. Because looking at this place, we had to park so far. We had to park like outside in the exterior parking and cross the bridge to get into the stadium. That's how crowded the place was. So like, okay, yeah, because the game pow. So we get out the stadium. Mind you, this time we got out fast. Because the rest of the crowd stayed for watch the game. Because they were smart. So we get out, we're on the road, and then my son jumps on Scoring Live, right? Because he gotta know what the final score was. We never even leave that place, like, maybe 5 minutes took us. And then he looks on his phone and he goes, St. Louis scored! We were there to watch St. Louis because a couple of our friends play for St. Louis. So we're there to support them. So we're sitting on that side. But when we started leaving the stadium, Kahuku already started singing and chanting. Like, they thought they had him in the bag. Freaking, we get on the road. My son looks on Scoring Live and he's like, Mom, We scored. I'm like, yeah, right. Like, how we did that? We never even have the ball. Like, and there was less than 2 minutes left. So we're like, no way, is read the stats. So he's reading the stats and we're like, holy crap, yes, they did score. So now we're trying to book them home and we're like, frick, I hope they replay it like right away on TV because now we got to watch the last 2 minutes. So we didn't get to watch it at 2 in the morning because it was way too late or early in the morning, however you like to look at it. And we was all tired, like ooka booga tired. So we did watch the game yesterday. It was such a freaking good game. But I could not believe it. I thought for sure that Kahuku was going to run the clock, which is totally fine. I'm a public school. I'm a product of a public school. So my heart is always with the OIA. But I was there to support, you know, my friends and my friends' kids. So, but I could not believe. One, I couldn't believe that St. Louis threw a passing play on a first down on the 4-yard line with less than 2 minutes to go. And then 2, I couldn't believe that Kahuku never just run the clock. What were you guys thinking? Both of you, what were you guys thinking? You guys could have took a knee, delay of game. You guys would have ran that clock like... But you know, in football time, 1 minute and 45 seconds is actually 10 minutes. Just in case you guys was wondering. Another useless information. You guys never gonna use that. But my weekend was so crazy busy and lots of fun and exciting and like twists and turns and surprises. But congratulations to all the teams that made it to the championships this weekend because it was a damn good season. Everybody worked their butts off. Everybody deserved to play. In my book, everybody is a winner because I tell you, the struggle is real, yo. So this morning, I did my ombre with cocoa and Coral-lina. I love this color. So it's kind of going with my sunrise shells. It's Monday. I got to get going. My allergies is freaking on fleek. I got to go pump some allergy medicine. But have an awesome day. Throw some shakas if you guys on the road. Love you guys. See you tomorrow.